Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Don't Argue here. Hope you guys are well. It's been a very hectic week for myself here, so in saying that I hope next week things go back to normality, I can start throwing up more content, but in saying that, I hope you guys are well anyway. Obviously, Melbourne absolutely demolished the Port team there, and I think personally for myself, I don't even think Melbourne played their best game of footy, and yet Port were just so behind the bar. It's concerning. We might be potentially seeing our first firing very, very soon, but Port going in 0-4, right? Considering there were probably the talks of at least top four / grand finalists. Some even had them winning it. It's almost non-excusable really in regards to where they should be compared to where they are right now. But in saying that, that is football. It goes that way. Anyway, I digress very much. We have here Freo, who are hosting the Giants here, and Dockers fans, I hope you guys are excited for this game. I am. It should be a cracking game. It's our first game that is not on a Sunday, and it's actually pretty cool that's on a Saturday and a night game too. Main event of the evening. But in saying that, yeah, let's get into it. What I'm going to be doing is giving you guys my thoughts on the squad once I've named them. Key players to watch out for, probably 5 from both teams. Our strengths to work on, weaknesses, my predictions, and then obviously a conclusion. So without further ado, let's get into Fremantle first and then Giants. So Fremantle have fullbacks Brendan Cox, Alex Pearce, Nathan O'Driscoll, and then the halfbacks Hayden Young, Luke Ryan, as well as Heath Chapman. Jordan Clark, Andrew Brayshaw, as well as Blake Acres make the centres, and Travis Coyler, Matt Taberner, Lockie Schultz, half forward. Full forwards are Sam Switkowski, Rory Lobb, and Michael Walters. And the followers are Sean Darcy, Will Brodie, as well as David Mundy. And the interchange sees Brandon Walker, Neil Erasmus, as well as Michael Frederick and James Aish making it emergencies, Bailey Banfield, Griffin Logue, Lloyd Meeks, as well as Liam Henry. The Giants see fullback Connor Iden, Sam Taylor, Isaac Cumming. Halfbacks are Lockie Whitfield, Jake Stein, Harry Perryman. Centres are Xavier O'Halloran, Kellen Ward, as well as Lockie Ash. Half forwards are Tim Taranto, Harry Himmelberg, as well as Stephen Corniglio. Full forwards are Bobby Hill, Jesse Hogan, as well as James Peatling. And then the followers are Braden Bruce, Josh Kelly, Tom Green, with the interchange being Matt DeBoer, Tanner Brunn, Lachlan Keith, as well as Jake Riccardi. Emergencies are Adam Kennedy, Matt Flynn, as well as Leek Alia and Jacob Were. Again, my apologies if I mispronounced any names. The big thing in this, my thoughts on the squad, Sean Darcy, David Mundy, good to see. Look, and saying that, Fremantle can probably take a lot out of that win against West Coast Eagles, to be fair with you guys. Particularly, in a game where it was their home game, especially when things were sort of riding, you know what I mean? Like that loss against St Kilda would have probably hurt, and the boys came up and they showed some good progress and a good steady ship, I think, in my opinion anyway, versus the West Coast Eagles there. With the Giants, they come off a good win against the Suns. I'm not going to sort of follow it on with saying, well, it's just the Suns, because the Suns have been playing okay. Like, I'm not going to take it away from them. Giants should definitely, hold that win in good stead, and I believe they should use that as momentum. However, for Freo, we are playing at home. There's a lot to play for, and again, it's that Starship. It's the hospital round for us. I'm sorry that the name eludes me, but it's basically, what Freo does for the children there is actually very heartwarming. I myself am very, without trying to say too much, I understand that stuff there, the children hospitals and all that stuff. I think it's a lovely cause. It's a beautiful cause, and 20 years running. I've yet to order a jersey, though, and I think I should get a Freo Guernsey like that. But in saying that, anyway, look, overall it's a good squad. Obviously, Neil Erasmus plays, and I cannot wait to hear the crowd go off and yell his name. Obviously, you got the likes of Pearce there. O'Driscoll, I thought, were great defensively. Hayden Young as well. Heath Chapman. To go off what Fife was saying, he's a good player. He's a brilliant player. Jordan Clark, Andrew Brayshaw, Blake Acres, and obviously no mention of Sarong. So, he's not playing, which is unfortunate, but I hope he can get back to things very soon. But in saying that, Acres, Coyler, Taberner, Lockie Schultz again. It's a good looking squad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's not too much to say there, apart from the fact that we just want to see the boys play. So that is sort of like my overall summation there. And I've already briefly touched on the Giants, but that's where I'm at there. So we're gonna head into the key players now. So I want to pick 5 for Fremantle, 5 from the Giants. All right, first and foremost for me, it is Sean Darcy. Obviously, it goes without saying though, We need him fit, but it is good that he's back, right? Normally Sean Darcy has these injuries, and unfortunately it sort of strings a few weeks together, where it's always good to have him out for 1 week and then back this week. Again, touch wood. Hopefully he sticks around. But I definitely him in terms of just that marking, in terms of just that general solid player we need to bounce. He's the one to go to, I think, anyway. The next player as well, I brought him up before, but Heath Chapman. He's a very underrated player who's sort of making a name for himself, I think. Particularly the defensive end, just the decisions he makes. He's very good with space. If there's one thing about him, just watch him the way he plays. He's actually very good at scanning the field, you know, in real time, and actually making the right decisions like nearly most of the time. You're beginning to realize that little tap he had when who was it? Oh goodness, Keys kicked the ball against Crows wasn't just a one-off thing. Like, this dude is really sharp. Anyway, another player for me to look out for, I think, is going to be I think David Mundy, and I suppose I throw his name out there, but we can't underestimate a veteran experience, you know what I mean? Like, he just lifts the boys up, and in Fife's absence, he's the closest thing we have to him in regards to that experience. Obviously, he's played more games, but get what I mean, just that leadership there, very, very vital. Two more players. I want to say this one here, Neil Erasmus. I love, the young Chad there. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I thought he was actually brilliant against West Coast. Little spurts there, tackling wise. He's actually strong for a very, he's not the biggest body, but he's a very strong player. And I just can't wait to see him come off the bench. And I cannot wait, like I said, to hear the crowd just all chant that name. I cannot wait. One more player for me to look out for. Look, there's so much you could say. You could say Brayshaw, Clark. But I might throw this one here. It might be a bit of a doozy, but you know what? I don't really care. Brandon Walker. I think he was superb last week. He cleaned up in the middle. He made the right choices, kicked well, ran well. He's a brilliant signing, and I really enjoyed him. So those are my top 5 there for Fremantle. Tell me yours. The Giants, I have Connor Iden, as well as Harry Himmelberg, Stephen Cognilio, Josh Kelly, as well as Tom Green and Jake Stan. Those are my players there to look out for. Again, I'm not going to probably dive too much into it, but just watch out for those players. Freo strengths. All right, so our strengths and perhaps even our weaknesses, how to nullify them. So I'll talk on the weaknesses first. I guess there probably wasn't much to look to, against West Coast, which is good. But in saying that, there still was little spurts. I did mention in my prior video when I went off the rails there that I wasn't going to sort of like have a dig at the boys. Well, not a dig, but to sort of analyze their wrongs there. And I guess for me, one thing though is the centre bounce in regards to stopping the leak straight away. Obviously, West Coast Eagles were able to score 2 goals in the space of 30 seconds. Worrying at first, but obviously we did well to close the flood there. But still, in saying that, there was worrying signs. Another thing I might even talk about too is sometimes the forward entry. Sometimes it can be a little bit easy at times for teams to go in there. Again, more work on our defenders there would probably be good. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours. But I think in terms of strengths, I think we've actually done well to make up for that Saints game. I think defensively as well, you saw the boys were very high pressure footy, which was good to see. Not only that against West Coast Eagles, but we were also very much on the mark in terms of accuracy, goal kicking. We're getting there. We're a team that is progressing, but progressing forward, which is so important. And you know what? You'll take that any day of the week. I think you would anyway. But those are the key things. Predictions, guys. Look, obviously the Giants are coming in here ready to rumble. But you know what? This is our turf. This is our house. This is our rules, right? And this is the Freo Dockers, because we don't bow down. We don't play to your rules. We don't play to whoever you are. We don't care. It's Saturday night. It's for good cause. It's a very beautiful cause, actually, I should add. And on top of that as well, it's a Saturday main event. I cannot wait to hear the crowd just roar, and I hope you lot there who are watching go to the game, watch it. Obviously, I wish I was there. If I was in Perth, I absolutely would. I am still trying to work out how to get a ticket to watch Freo play one of their home games there. I might even come to the West Coast one. We'll see what happens. But I'm so excited. Just looking forward to it. But yeah, look, my predictions. Sorry, I nearly went off on a tangent there. My predictions. So Freo. I reckon Freo to win this game by 18 points. I think at the end we'll be too good. We'll run away with it. Obviously, we've got to watch out for Giants midfield. Let's be honest. But I think we should be able to tap into it. We should be able to be the better team. And I reckon up and our full forwards will have it. You know, particularly in the likes of Walters leading the charge. Then obviously you've got Will Brodie there as well. I don't mind watching Will Brodie there. You know, and then Lob as well. Sam Switter, who's been very, very good, sensational. Jordan Clark, Luke Ryan, Hayden Young, the list goes on. I'm just confident in these players, and I believe we can. I reckon we'll win by 18 points or more. But I reckon, yeah, definitely three to 4 goals, I reckon, we'll win by. But yeah, just like I said, I think Giants may start off hot, but I think we should be able to ease that heat. But that's my thoughts there. What are yours? Conclude this. Look, first and foremost, I don't think I'll be doing a after-game review tomorrow, unfortunately, but I will do it Sunday, so please hold on to that. Or I may do it after, who knows, but just letting you guys know. Also, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But look, in saying that, the conclusion of this game, obviously, Freo, we come into this, you know, it's a Saturday night, it's our turf. It's a very important, you know, game for us, not only just in terms of ladder positioning, but in terms of who we are as a club, in terms of what we represent, and in terms of what we're playing for, you know, that Starlight. It's so important, and I think it's a beautiful cause. And look, for me personally, I think Freo will do it. I think our lessons learned will be lessons learned. I'm pretty sure the boys will take some things away from that West Coast game, which we will, and I'm sure we'll utilise it against the Giants here. But I'm not worried myself. I think this should be a good win for us. We're on the up here. Let's prove that we are, right? We have a lot of things going for us. But again, that's my opinion. Hope you guys are well anyway. Take it easy. See you guys next time. And Giants, guess what? Don't argue.